In the modern world in which we live, the day-to-day activities of our life are generally controlled by two parameters. One is place, second is time. Place and time. These are like the two coordinates in a graph. In a graph sheet, if you want to fix a point, we fix it through two axes, x-axis and y-axis. If x is the place and y is the time, the point at which these two are defined is the place where we live. So, if these parameters are changed, then our position also changes. That's a fundamental thing. Now, let's see if the values that we are talking about, whether they are affected by these two parameters, namely the space and time. These two parameters are very important because we use them in all our life applications. You take the case of a simple writing of a leave letter. In that we put at the bottom next to the signature the place and the time. If you are registering a property worth a few crores or a few $1 million, in that document we mention the place and time. So these two are very important. Do these parameters affect the fundamental values? That's a question. That's a question which is to be answered. Now, let's take one fundamental value, which is speak the truth. Can anybody say, in India, I'll speak the truth. In US, when I go, I will not speak the truth. Nobody can say that. The same way, somebody living in the United States of America cannot say that when I am in the United States, I'll speak the truth. When I go to Europe, I won't speak the truth. No, we cannot say that. So, speaking the truth is the same everywhere and it's an accepted fundamental moral value. Whether one lives in this part of the world or another part of the world, that is not affected. So, the place is not affecting the fundamental value. Let's take the time. Can anybody say, yesterday I spoke the truth, today I need not speak the truth? Can he? He cannot. Can somebody say, I am speaking the truth today, but I will not speak the truth tomorrow? That is not possible. Yesterday we spoke the truth, today we speak the truth, tomorrow we should speak the truth. So this fundamental value of speaking the truth is not affected by time. So one prominent feature of the fundamental moral value for which you have taken speaking the truth as an example, that is not affected by the place or time. But there could be some peripheral changes depending upon the place. But that's not affecting the fundamental value. For example, respect the teacher. That is there everywhere. In Europe, in US, they respect the teacher. In India also, the students respect the teachers. But in India, they go one step beyond. They say that Acharya Devo Bhava. The teacher is like God. So, it is going one step ahead of the agreed fundamental value. To that extent, there is no deterioration of the value, but enhancement of the value. So, the fundamentals do not change, but they only get improved in certain parts of the country or of the world. So, these fundamental values are not affected by the two parameters, namely the time and space, which affect all the other activities of the life. So that is a very important point that we need to bear in mind.